what's going on, guys? It's Jamie here, and I am pumped for today's video. I'm going to unveil to you guys the 4 steps you need in order to make cash online. That is 3 and that is 4. Glad I could still count. I never finished high school, by the way, so that might be it, right? Anyway, I'm going to go through my entire business process and how you guys can easily replicate that and why I think it's hands down the easiest business for anyone to enter into. So if that's of interest to yourself, then stick around. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll catch you guys right after this. All right, welcome back, guys, and thanks so much for joining me. Now, for those of you that are new here, my name is Jamie. I cover internet marketing, affiliate marketing, how to get started online, and pretty much all things digital. If any of that's of interest to yourself, I'd encourage you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to smash that bell icon to stay up to date with everything I'm putting out. So the big reveal, what are the 4 steps I'm going to take you guys through in order to grow your own online business? Now, before I get into that, a couple of things, I did need to give you a little bit of a background onto this. I think it's kind of important because without a bit of context, you guys will probably just go and run off with it and not do anything with the information anyway. So the reason why this stuff works, first and foremost, and I'm going to circle back to 2011 when I got started, I thought that I needed all the technical information out there. So I started blogging, I learned about hosting, I learned about SEO on a very basic level, I learned about keywords, I learned about CPA and all sorts of other acronyms. I learned I learned how to run ads across every platform. I learned Shopify, drop shipping, you name it. I learned about all sorts of arbitrage opportunities. I went bankrupt, like you name it, I went through it trying to work out this whole online thing, right? And that's why I feel semi-qualified to at least tell you guys there is an easier way for you to do it. You don't have to take the 7+ years it took me to actually see some success. There's no kind of secret code out there, by the way. All that stuff you hear about the secret code, the secret sauce, doesn't exist. Anyway, this is it. This is the secret sauce, if you like, which I know is completely contradictory to what I just said. But here's the secret sauce. All right, so number 1, you need a product that pays you $500 or more per sale. Now, the reason why I say this is because it is just better for your cash flow. It's just as much work to sell something where you're going to make $500 or $1,000 or $5,000 as it is to sell something for $20. And the mathematics stack up a lot better when you're selling something for, say, $1,000. Case in point, let's say that the magic number for you is $10,000 per month. It seems to be the golden number for everyone. Now, at $10,000 per month, if you are making $1,000 per sale, you only need 10 of those to hit your revenue goals. Conversely, if you're selling something for $100 per sale, you're going to need 100 of those each and every month to hit your revenue goals. Which one do you think is easier as a brand newbie? Of course, if you said the former, nearly slurred my words then. If you said the former, you'd be right. Of course, it's easier to sell 10 items of $1,000 to hit your revenue goals. Now, the only thing that comes into play here is usually people's limiting beliefs. They think, well, Jamie, that sounds great, but I haven't even sold anything online. How can I sell a $1,000 thing? And that's where perhaps you and I have a significant advantage, because it's a lot more relatable for the person next door to be making a $1,000 sale than it is, for the person that owns a Lambo and is driving around and, hanging out at the Playboy Mansion, all that sort of stuff, right? So we actually have a slight competitive advantage, in my opinion. Now, all that aside, number 1, like I say, you need a product that pays you $500 or more. This is, in my opinion, the easiest way. And having tried all the low ticket stuff, which I still do use, I still do monetize on the back end, by the way. I'm not dismissing low ticket stuff altogether. I'm just saying that the fastest pathway to your revenue goals, in my opinion, again, is take it as a grain of salt, is high ticket affiliate offers. Okay, so you need a product that pays you well. Number 2, you need one traffic source, okay? Like, forget what it is. Doesn't matter. If it's here on YouTube, that's fine. If it's on Facebook, that's fine. Pinterest, probably Tumblr. I've never tried it, but Tumblr, Twitter, why not? Who cares? Like, just pick one and master that. That's all you need. Just one traffic source. And you need one way to turn your prospects into buyers. Now, all those three things together sound kind of complex, and you're like, oh, well, Jamie, I know you're just beating around the bush with what the actual goods are. And look, I'm glad you said that, because if you'd like to learn the exact steps you need in order to basically do all this stuff and make considerable amounts of money without needing funnels, without autoresponders, without any of that complex stuff, there's a link below here. It's free training. It's just me. I recorded it live in one of my groups. I've since deleted those posts. They're not in my groups anymore, but you can still get access to that training. It is free. All I ask is for your email address, and I promise never to spam you. Don't stress, you can always unsubscribe if you choose to go down that path as well. But I have a feeling you're going to get a bit of value from the emails that I sent. So anyway, down below, click that. Love to hear from you guys. Right. So what are the 4 steps? Okay, so we've talked about those 3 things that we need. What are the 4 steps? Number 1, I'm going to use Facebook because that's where I spend most of my time these days. Number 1, you put out content, okay? You put out content that is in a specific format. Now, little caveat, I didn't invent this, and I don't know who did, although I've heard it being used by people such as Fraser McDonald, awesome marketer. I've heard another gentleman by the name of Ian Stanley talk about this concept in his stuff, also an amazing marketer, by the way. Anyway, and also my business partner and mentor, Jacob Karras, also has mentioned it a few times as well. So the formula is you're putting out content related to your lifestyle. So it could be you having a cup of coffee. It could be you kicking a ball around in the park. Just everyday life. You don't need to be an Instagram model. It's nothing about that, but you're showing off your lifestyle. Number 2 is you're putting out value. And value can mean anything. It can basically just change someone's state. So if that's just in the form of a quote or something motivational, or an image that's motivational for them, that is fine. Also, as you learn stuff, you can then put that out as value, because someone who hasn't learned that might find that of interest. They might find value in that. Cool, huh? And last but not least is results. Now, a lot of people start telling me at this point, Jamie, I don't have any results. And to which I would say, well, look, that's fine. What you can do is, going back to number 1 from our earlier thing, that $500 product, there will be other people that are promoting that. And those other people are probably getting results. And if they aren't, the mentors are. And guess what? You can leverage those results. I'm not saying, please don't think for a moment, I'm saying plagiarize anything. I'm not saying take those results and claim them for your own. What I'm saying is that you can leverage off those. So to give you an example, you might say something like, I'm so happy to be part of this community. Look at the amazing results these people are getting. Screenshot, screenshot, screenshot. Now, of course, you don't want to come across like you're being conceited or arrogant, so you don't put these types of posts out all the time. Otherwise, it's like the kid in class just showing off. You don't want to be that guy. But you do want to put it out there every now and then just to go, hey, I know what I'm talking about, results. And it acts like a magnet. People just get drawn to this because you've already proven through your value that you know what you're talking about, that you know that you can solve those problems for people. And when you get the results, they're like, wow, okay, this guy really knows what he's talking about. Awesome. And of course, when you start making your own sales, you will have your own results. And then you can leverage that. And then your attraction marketing goes through the roof. Because then all of a sudden people just come out of nowhere. Hey, is this real? Oh my God, I want some of this. That's great. And that's what we want. That's super cool, right? So the first part, content. Number 2 is you find people that are interested in the same stuff as you. So for me, it's affiliate marketing. I'm out there on Facebook, like I say, because you only pick one platform. I go out there and I find people that are interested in the same stuff that I'm interested in. Now, not everyone is going to buy my stuff, and I'm not trying to pitch everyone my stuff. What I'm trying to do is network and connect with a bunch of people. And there's always new people adding into the mix all the time. And so I'm just trying to befriend them. I'm just trying to say hello. I'm just trying to get to know them to see whether or not we vibe and whether or not I can actually help them out with something. Now, I'm not going to be in a situation where I'm going to force someone onto something that doesn't help them out, that doesn't solve their problems, and that they don't need. And this is why this whole process works. So you find your prospects, but the other part of it is, of course, that you want to get them to engage in your content. And the way that you do that is that you go out there and engage in their content. And how you do that is you write comments. You like their content. You try to make it related to the particular post. Doesn't always happen because of time, etc. And you don't need to spend all day doing this either. You can just spend maybe 15 minutes, put up some content, another 10 minutes on the other side, and then you're golden. Now, that in itself is going to activate something that's called the law of reciprocity. And what that does is it means that when you go and give something to someone of a perceived value, they feel a subconscious bias to want to return that favor. So some of those people are going to engage in our stuff. Now, why would we want any of that? The simple reason being is because it pushes the algorithm out further. It means that when we put our content out there and we've got a whole bunch of people that are liking, commenting, all that sort of stuff, it pushes it out there. It's like a big balloon, right? Now, the other thing is as well, case in point, two different marketers. Number one is they've got zero engagement, like 1 or 2 likes from their wife and their mum. Thanks, wife, thanks, mum. But nothing else, right? Or the other marketer who's got like 150 comments per post, 200 likes. Which one has more social proof? Of course, it's the person with all the likes and whatnot, even if the other person knows more and all that sort of stuff, right? So that's why we do it. So that's what, the engagement, finding your prospect. Number 4 is you have an ironclad diagnostic process. Now, notice I didn't say sales. And yes, this is technically a sales process. But the thing is that, in my opinion, like I say, I'm not trying to sell everyone. I'm trying to find out whether or not I can actually help this person, whether or not they're prepared to work, they're sick of the BS, they are prepared to invest in themselves, not necessarily just give money away, but invest in themselves, and basically whether they're a decent enough human being. And if they qualify on all those counts, then I might make a suggestion to them about one of the programs that I have available, including my own coaching, of course. Right, so that's the whole process. Super easy. Now, when you've got that down pat, and I mean you've got your sales or diagnostic process down pat, you have an amazing solution which pays you $500 or more per sale, you have basically one platform that you've mastered because you're able to put out great content and reciprocate and find your leads and your prospects on that, things start happening. And eventually, like I say, when you get your own results, the attraction marketing comes into play and people just magnetize out of nowhere. Like, this is great, I love this guy, this is awesome, I want some of those results. And then your business builds. Now, because you're taking that kind of alpha route and you're not worried about selling every single person, good stuff happens from that as well. People don't feel pressured. They feel relaxed around you. They're okay with you having conversations with them because you're not trying to sell every single person. Kind of cool. Now, notice at none of this point have I said, oh, you need to set up this funnel like this, you need to set up this autoresponder like that, you need this chatbot, you need a YouTube channel. You don't need any of that stuff. You only need, like I say, one social media or one way to get people to see your offers, one traffic source, let's call it that, one offer and one way to convert those people. And that's it. Those are the 3 things you need. And of course, once you've got that down pat, then you can start adding the automations. You can start adding the funnels, the call booking sequences, the chatbots, the emails, all that sort of stuff on top, which is what I'm doing now. But you don't need that to start with. Kind of cool, right? Now, like I say, if you'd like to find out more about this stuff, and if you'd like to learn the 3 steps that I use, and you like to go through all those processes in a lot more depth, there is a link below. It's going to lead you through to the free training I put together. I do highly recommend you set some time aside to go through it. It is pretty good, if I do say so myself. I think you guys will enjoy it. And of course, just leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought. And if there's anything you'd like to learn, I'm happy to put it out. My name's Jamie. Hopefully you guys got some value from this video. I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.